Hope everyone's doing well. My name is Kyle Lamontang, Director of Implementations with Learning Tribes. Going to be your tour guide today for this demo of our learning experience platform, Triboo. Going to showcase a couple of key features, functionalities that we think would be critical and super informative for your customers, bring not only continued value to the organization internally, but continue to bring enhanced value, benefits, KPI enhancements to your customers, and absolutely think a lot of these features that we'll showcase today will connect directly to those needs. So without further ado, let's jump into the platform, take a little test drive, and show you some of the items that we have on board. Just to preface what we're going to be going through, I'm going to quickly talk about overall branding, skinning of the instance of our experience platform. We'll spend some time taking a look at the learner dashboard as well as our leaderboard functionality. Speak a little bit of how we support virtual instructor-led training as well as what is becoming legacy instructor-led training. We'll also focus quickly on micro learning and how we're able to enhance that delivery using our content curation platform, Edflex. We'll also touch on discussion posts, community, and involvement amongst the learners within the platform. And then we'll end with a showcase more on the staff or instructor backend view of how analytics and reporting function, as well as an overview of our built-in studio functionality, allowing quick drag and drop insertion of quiz activities and simple publication. So without further ado, what I'm going to do now is sign in for you. This is the main login screen that majority of users would be presented with, assuming that they are not using potentially a SSO or an integrated systems option. And what you'll notice is that there are quite a few elements that are fully 100% customizable to the colors, branding, corporate environment of each and every client. So for instance, looking here at our login screen, login image, logo of the client, as well as the URL as well, all fully customizable to your specific need. In this case, what I'm going to be showcasing today is called Walk of Fame Academy, a fictitious company, but we'll be able to illustrate a lot of these examples in this sense. So as a learner, when you log in, you're always presented with a really robust dashboard. And that dashboard is synonymous for all learners in terms of the widgets that are displayed, the information that is presented, and really how it's categorized. So what I'll do is I'll provide sort of a structured overview, showcasing first the ribbon and then the content that exists below. So as a learner, you always have access to a couple of portals within the platform, your main dashboard, which we're on now, Explore, which is the catalog of offerings that you may have. These may be the specific offerings or e-learning courses that you have for your customers. Optional is, of course, our content curation platform, Edflex, which we aggregate and pull in third-party contents. Also have My Courses, which are all the courses that a learner is already registered or enrolled into. And then the last two that you see at the end are specifically only visible to an admin or staff member, but are important to note, and we'll dive a little bit further into later, are the built-in reporting and analytics, as well as the built-in studio, which is the authoring tool for the platform. Now, just continuing down on your dashboard, what you'll notice is what we like to refer to as a couple of widgets. And those widgets are grouped into the following buckets. Your continue learning, which is almost like a pick back up where you left off, showcasing the last learnings that you previously were involved in, your current status, and the topics or titles of those courses. You also have a leaderboard, which is a shared community amongst the platform, allowing a gamification community sense amongst all your learners, especially now that there's more disparity in terms of geographical location amongst learners. This provides an opportunity for them not only to feel as though they're continuously building their lifelong learning score, but relative to potentially other members of the community, how they're functioning as well. And at any time, you could always click into the leaderboard and show more. And in doing so, what will happen is now you'll actually expand out a full view of the corporate-wide leaderboard or customer-based leaderboard, showing not only your top 3, top 10, but also showing how potentially you're earning all of those points. and they're categorized into a few main steps, including logging onto the platform for the first time, being able to answer activities, progressing or completing courses. All of those are visible here in terms of their potential grading rubric. As a user, I can always see my points as well by hovering over my name. I can always see, okay, I have 20 points, and I have easy access to the leaderboard there as well. Click back to the dashboard. Continue down the experience of the dashboard. You'll also notice another widget portal that shows all of the courses that you are currently enrolled in. This is a quick and easy access to that specific course card, showing the badges that are potentially associated with a given course, the duration of the course, and if the course has already started and potentially ended, you would have that full duration listed here as well. You also have the capability of branding specifically on the course card the type of learning that you've designated to the course, whether it's a blended learning course, fully instructor-led, 100% online, potentially 100% self-paced, or a mix of all the above. And you can designate that directly on the course card. Finally, two more widgets to showcase. Second to last being your My Bookmarks. And this is a familiar concept for any scholarly situation where as you progress through your learnings, as you progress through your courses, you can flag and save specific pages of those courses here to your what I like to call your digital locker. And that way, at any point, you can always reference your digital locker, click directly on that link, and you will automatically be presented that specific course page without having to go through potentially a few extra clicks. And finally, the last widget that's available on the dashboard is the instructor-led training or virtual instructor-led training calendar, at which point, and we'll showcase a little bit later in the demo, if you were to sign up for any instructor-led training events, virtual instructor-led training events, those would all show here on your dashboard. So at any point as a learner, you have a full catalog view of all events that you may be attending, have attended, and this provides a one-stop shop opportunity for that. Additionally, just to take a step back, on the login screen, we had mentioned branding and customization elements. It's equally important to note that those elements carry through the look and feel throughout the entire platform. So again, the specific logo of the corporate entity or the customer, the graded color of the banner here, the specific image banner, the color scheme that's associated in text overlays, the colors that are populated throughout, as well as the progress circle, all of that is 100% customized to the exact look and feel that is gathered as part of the requirements to stand up the platform. And all of this can be as customized or as standard to Triboo look and feel as the client deems necessary. But we're happy to work through each of those options on a case-by-case basis and make sure the instance is 100% as needed. What I'll do is I'll actually just click now into a few of the options up top just to show you what it looks like from a learner perspective. So as a learner, as I said, potentially to your customers, you may have a wide range of offerings already in place, courses that are already built. At any time, I can come in here as a user of the platform, click into the Explorer mode or the catalog view, and be able to see all of the current offerings that are available to me. And at which point I can always come in, take a look and say, okay, maybe I'm interested in this course right here. I can click on it. And what I'll be shown is this overview page. And this overview page layout is consistent across all courses, but provides a couple of key areas that are really important to learners. The first one, of course, is that you always have potentially tags that are associated with your courses. That way, they're easily categorized and easily classified, not only on your back end, but to a learner as well. You also have the opportunity here to insert an about section of the course, so that way a learner knows exactly what the course is going to be entailing. And then a learner also has the option of seeing the entire course outline in totality. And that way, again, before even entering the course, they can see the exact topics that are going to be covered, the duration anticipated that those topics will take, and the overall learning experience as well. As well, if you were to specify a specific instructor or training manager associated with the course, you'd be able to display as many of their tiles as potentially you deem necessary. And again, this is a very robust course overview, something that is available on every course before you enter in, and really provides the learner with a great one-stop shop for what is to come in terms of expectations for learning. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually just going to jump into a course just to quickly show you from a learner perspective what the course looks like. Okay, so once you are in a course as a learner, you're presented with a fairly consistent layout. You always have your navigational tree on the left that is collapsible to provide you with a uninterrupted learning experience. I'll pull that back out. And then you're always presented with your content as well, specifically aligned to that section. So as you can see right now, I'm within the create a unique experience category and the subsection or unit of that, how to make a difference. And from a learner perspective, I can always see how I'm progressing throughout that navigational tree by referencing my progresses at the top. And I can navigate directly there if I just click on that section. Again, the platform fully supports, and we'll jump into Studio in a minute, fully supports native authoring directly within the platform. Simple drag and drop insertion of activities, quizzes, videos, etc., as well as the opportunity to bring in more advanced components such as SCORM. Or if somebody's more proficient and more comfortable on the HTML side, they can author directly in that format as well. And what I'll show you is one more example, again, just focusing on the different modalities that are available. If we jump into a quiz or knowledge check that was presented here, you can see that we natively support within Triboo full integration of quiz and graded components that can be structured as needed. What you're seeing here are a multitude of click multiple choice. We've also inserted sample activities such as listening to calls or provided recorded situations that can be viewed, listened to, and then provide responses. And this is from a learner perspective, but the coolest thing here is how simple it is for an instructor to be able to set this up. So what I'm going to show you now is to pivot from the front end learner view, where I'm actually within a course, to the back end studio view. And in doing so, I'm just going to click on this little icon right here that would only be visible to a staff or an admin in the course. And a new window will now be visible. And right now, I am directly within the studio of the learning experience platform, and specifically looking at the authoring of that exact quiz that we were just on. And what you can see is that these are all built as individual components. So let's say I wanted to change the text here, simply just click edit, type the text that I want, save, and that's it. Same as the quiz questions. I'm able to click edit. I'm able to adjust right here, not only the feedback that's provided, if in case I get the answer wrong, but also all the correct answers as well. Now, of course, I'm showing you the editing of components that are already visible, but the true question is, how did these components come to exist? And that's where the built-in studio makes it so simple for an end user or an author of a course, in that we provide open and available preset components. Simply just by clicking on Advanced, you can see that we've got quick insertion of external resources, instructor-led training components, PDFs, SCORMs, videos, word cloud exercises. If I'm able to click through, we're also able to insert discussion posts where learners can collaborate amongst themselves or also collaborate with an instructor. Able to insert HTML components, as I previously mentioned. Problems, which are various types of preset options for quizzes, exams, knowledge checks, simple blank comment problems, multiple choice, text inputs, as well as drag and drop exercises and open response assessments. And lastly, simple addition of videos, that easy integration of any YouTube videos, TED Talks. You can simply insert via URL, or you can upload the video directly into the platform and use the platform as a content management host as well. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is flip back out of Studio and jump in to analytics. So to this point, we've taken sort of a journey through the platform, first beginning with the login screen, then viewing the learner dashboard. We jumped into a specific course, showcased the course overview, as well as how the course looks and feels to an end user. And then most importantly, are the data and analytics that come from all the interactions and use of the platform. And that's where you're able to gain not only true value and true insights, but you're able to drive necessary performance or changes within personnel development, knowledge areas, and are able to view all of that in real time here in the platform. So from an analytical sense within Triboo, we offer a couple of main categories of reporting and analytics: global report, course report, learner report, as well as an ILT report. And within each one, they provide a certain set of attributes or data that is available in that view. In this case, I can see an overview global report of the platform use in general, number of courses that are in activity, number of learners, certificates delivered, device use of split mobile versus desktop, as well as a geographic heat map of where my learners are located. As we drill into each subsequent component, for instance, the course report, at any time I can come in, click on each specific course, and be able to see on a course by course basis the total number of enrollments, potentially how the final score is being calculated, and then also how each and every one of the learners that are enrolled in the course are progressing, whether they are in progress, not started, and how they're progressing overall in terms of badge acquisitions, discussion forum interactions, total time spent, etc. I'm also able to view, outside of this overall summary, their individual progress, quizzes and grade scores, and collective time spent. From a learner report perspective, this is really the individual learner transcript. As a backend administrator, you have view into each and every learner transcript. As an end user, as an end learner, you always have access to your own learning transcript available in your drop-down menu. And I can see my own status each and every day. But this is a great one-stop shop view for an instructor, manager, potential client success manager, or a customer being able to view specifically the attributes of their people. And finally, the ILT report. This is in conjunction with the ILT native functionality or virtual functionality supported within our platform that allows for quick and easy scheduling of instructor-based trainings. And then on the backside, you're always able to see here on a case-by-case basis the specific training session that took place, in what course it was associated to, how many enrollees were a part of the course, the location where potentially virtually or in person it took place, and then you're also able to download these reports in detail as well. This is right now, we're looking at a global report. I'd also be able to do the same thing on a learner by learner basis. So rather than focusing potentially on a course overview to see all of the sessions associated with a course, I can also take a look at a specific learner to see all the sessions that they have potentially attended. Just a few more components just to wrap up with. The first one is our external resources. Of course, that is a add-on that is available with our EdFlex component of being able to provide off-the-shelf third-party content. That content can be easily integrated and available via an API into the studio that we just covered. And those work seamlessly together to provide an amazing authoring experience. The second one is an e-commerce solution that we know is integral to the go-to-market opportunity. And that's something that we've been natively able to support as well. We've integrated directly with companies such as Triboo, where they've been able to partner with Stripe, PayPal, and other entities. And we've been able to support that e-commerce payment gateway natively within our platform as well. Full registration process for end users, and then triage access once they are independently in our platform as well. And we have strong partnerships with those vendors. Happy to go over those in more detail. But at a high level, this is a quick run through test drive, so to speak, of all of the great features that Triboo has to offer, uh, all of which will bring amazing value to your go-to-market offering as well as to your end customers. Happy to go into these in more detail, but hopefully this is enough of an intro, and look forward to continuing these discussions and providing more demos in the future. Again, my name is Kyle Montang, Director of Implementation with Learning Tribes. This is our learning experience platform, Triboo, and hope everyone has a great rest of the day.